I've seen this quite a few times with my friends, right? It's when you thought your girlfriend is pregnant, right? When they meet you, you're thinking, wow, you see your life flash before you, you're just like, wow.
Someone when her period like 3 weeks away, that kind of. You need to wait, the 3 weeks. We call it a pregnant pause.
Pregnant pause.
Hey, Pick 1 to 3 is Brandon, Paul, and me. I'm your host, Ting Yong, and welcome to another episode of the SIGH podcast presented by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you tuning in via YouTube or any other sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for listening in. We are just a bunch of Singaporeans that are going to be talking about
SIGH of Relief. Wahing.
Okay, now once again, I'm joined by Paul and Brandon. How are both of you doing?
I'm doing not too shabby.
Not too bad, a short week ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, it's a short week ahead. Okay, so just to give everybody a bit of context, I think we are recording this on Vesak Day itself. So it's actually a public holiday. So it's actually, I think we just have to work 4 more days and it's the next weekend already.
But if you take MC, then 3 days only.
If you take a 3 days MC, you just 1 day.
How have the both of you been spending your public holiday like today?
Bro, I just like do chores.
For me, it's busy week. It's celebrated Mother's Day, my father's birthday, and my wife's birthday. It's all in the same week.
Whoa!
Check, bro.
Make it rain, bro. Make it rain.
Make it rain.
I think me and Brandon, we recorded quite a few Kopi Bros episode last week, and then Brandon had to record another podcast episode for his work also. So I think he has also been quite busy with all the after work kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's been quite intense the past 1 week.
I think I can say this for Brandon and myself. I think we interviewed 2 interesting guests last week, which I think people can look forward to the episode soon. Yeah, especially the tattoo artist one. I can't wait for that one. Yeah. Before we go into this week's draft, I want to talk a bit about last week's draft, which is the Asian Mother Sayings draft. I actually won the draft. Ten Yang came in second, and then joined third is Jordan and Eldad. Okay, so I just want to ask Paul and Brandon, who did you guys vote for?
For your own good.
For your own good. Wow. That's really the signature.
Yeah, that's signature, man.
Yeah. For your own good, I think it's Jordan's team.
I think that one or another one is what was that? You treat this like a hotel.
Yeah. Correct.
Standard.
Yeah, I think this is all like a very. I think half of the picks are very Asian picks. Like, I think if how do you say a Westerner or someone that watches our podcast, probably you won't understand half the references. But I think really this is the kind of sayings that we grew up with, or rather our Asian mothers grew up with. That's why it's called Asian Mothers Draft.
If I was on the draft, I would pick totally what my own mom would say. I think the number one is like, where is my Tupperware?
or rather she'll scream like, hey, where is this? Or like, hey, I put my battery here, where the battery gone? This kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yeah, but please go and watch the draft, then you realize that Eldad's pick is a whole MediaCorp drama altogether. To segue into this week's topic, or rather this week's draft, we are doing the Signs of Relief draft. So this draft, to make it more simple, is actually things that happen that make you go like, wow, heng, like I dodged a bullet there, or like, heng, this thing didn't happen to me. Also, before we even start, I want to ask Brandon and like Paul, do you all have like any questions about this draft?
This draft tougher. I feel
it's tough because
it's tough.
There's a lot of instances, right, where you can feel like, it's a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
But whether the relief is good relief or bad relief is another.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you just feels like it's very similar, borderline similarity to like, wow, shock, this feeling. You know, like we recently did a draft, the shock feeling. It's borderline,
and a bit of a small win draft also.
Yes.
So it touched I think across 2 or 3 like drafts,
Yeah, without any more questions, let us get into spin the wheel. Paul, you are the dark blue one or the grey one. Brandon, you are the blue one. I'm the red one. So let's spin the wheel.
Big money.
Bang!
I'm picking first. Let me go third then.
Oh.
Wow,
Okay,
so generous.
Spin the wheel. Spin.
Okay lah.
Oh, you're going first, going second?
Okay lah, first lah.
Oh.
I see. Okay, so that's the order of the draft. Paul is going first, Brandon is going second, I am going third. So this will be a 3-man draft. Without further ado, let's get into the draft. The very, very first pick of the SIGH of Relief draft, Mr. Paul, what are you picking?
Okay, so really, the term definition of the SIGH of relief, I really not sure how clear the definition want to be, but I just want to say to what I believe is a SIGH of relief lah.
Sure.
When you get your O-level results, right? And then you can go poly.
Oh,
That's actually a very big sigh. That's a very, very big
It's like,
sigh. Wow,
Then it doesn't really matter like which, like at that moment, in that moment, it doesn't matter what course you, as long as you know you can go poly, it's a sigh of relief.
Like I was lucky because I'm ang, right? So I'm always one of the first few to take.
Oh my gosh.
I have some students, not students, classmates are like at the surname start with T1 or they start with the S1.
They
all
wait until like
Wait,
they collect, everyone collect first, right? Then you
yeah,
collect,
yeah. Then it's like you see people start crying or they start like hugging each other. Then like, when is it my turn?
Yeah, so I think to rephrase that is like when you realize you pass like an exam. But I want to use the O-level one as like my specific. Some of the stress part is that when you see other people like celebrating before you.
Yeah. Or you see
It's
other
like
people
they
like
celebrate
breaking
before
down.
you.
Yeah, or you see people breaking down. Then especially those people that you think that they are going to do damn well, and then you see them breaking down. Then you're just like, oh wow, if you fail, then what about me? You're like, wow, GG.
There's no hope for me.
Yeah, GG. It's over.
Well, I think this one we can really all relate to.
Yeah, it's so relatable.
Yeah, because I think at that point of time when you were a student, results was really very important.
What defined you?
Life. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you really what defined you at that point of time.
Brandon, what's your next pick?
I don't know about you because I'm very clumsy, right? And
That's right.
and I believe I can't remember. I gave a testimony in church because of this before, and it was the biggest in our LC somehow, and it was the biggest sigh of relief at that point of time is when you lose like something important, right? And somehow or another you manage to find it. You know, then especially when you lose your wallet or phone, then you imagine you spend, especially when you look and almost like half the day finding your phone, right? And you get a GG lost already. Then suddenly someone tell you, bro, I found your phone. That's the I tell you. And the reason why that time I gave testimony in church, right? It was I lost my laptop, bro, on the MRT.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Poly laptop, because it was in the bag, right? I slept on the train, right? Then when I got off the train, right, I like faster rush, right? I left the bag on the train. The laptop bag in the train. Then I only realized when I got home, wow, panic. It was like, wow, at that point of time, in poly, 1,000 plus is a lot of money. Like, that's like
your
life. Then all your project work, everything is on your laptop. You're just like thinking, wow, last time got no such thing as iCloud somehow. Then some old uncle called me, right, on my phone, right. He actually looked into the laptop bag, called the laptop company, and in the end, laptop company linked him with the school, right, to give me my student ID number and my handphone number to call me to return me. I was like, wow, this uncle go the long way. Honestly, this uncle actually just put a lost and found will be easier for me, but
wow. I'm going to follow up on Brandon's point by saying that of course the money was important. Money was an important factor in losing the laptop. But I think what's more important is that all your schoolwork inside, right? Then it's very hard to tell people like, I lost all this way to
correct. And I feel that's the more, especially honestly, money can get back that. But for example, even the wallet, when you talk about wallet, I lost so many wallet before, right? It's I have to remake all the IC, make police EZ card, then you have to go to all the bank, cancel the card, then remake the card, then after wow, it's crazy hassle. Yeah, after you lose your IC twice or thrice, it becomes like I think almost like $500 to $1,000 to remake your IC.
Yeah, that's insane, man.
So losing something important but finding it back is off the board. I have back-to-back picks. Okay, I'm gonna pick something that I think recently happened on me. When your health check, the results came back good.
That's actually a very huge relief.
That's a good white card. Maybe you don't feel it at this age.
Yeah, but as you get older,
Okay,
no news is good news.
Yes, of course. I tell you, okay, so I think both of you know, right, that I recently hospitalized because of like high blood pressure. So I think the really the big sigh of relief is that after my 2 days of like blood check and all the don't know what scans and all these things, right? The doctor actually came back and say, okay, everything came back negative. You are likely really just hereditary high blood. Then you just have to start taking medication. It's not because of like blockage somewhere or like I got something I don't know stuck where or what. So that really was a huge sigh of relief. Then my brother said like the day like the 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. I walk out of the hospital, right? He said, wow, you walk like, like gangster, right? The whole street belongs to you. It's a different kind of walk, he say.
Like what you say, it's something serious. Like that time my dad, like the doctor said it was like suspected cancer.
Wow.
They went for all the scan. Then after that, you just like thinking, wow, xiao liao. Like really, it say the doctor almost say like very high chance. Honestly, very high chance is cancer. Then you wait so anxiously that you like every day thinking, every day praying, and then suddenly out of nowhere they tell you that the result come back all clear. Then you just like, wow.
I think because when you reach a certain age, health gets really more and more important. Then you learn to treasure that. Okay, like being healthy is actually more important than anything else. My next pick. Okay, let me pick something that honestly I haven't seen before, but I've seen it a lot in shows. Realizing that your ex is fucking up someone else's life.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that one is really dodge a bullet, man.
Dodge a bullet.
Okay, this one, honestly, right, for me, right, I only seen it happen on TV shows. But have any of you seen it happen like in real life, like to a friend or to somebody else?
Oh, what are you talking about, bro? Personal experience.
You still see it day to day, bro.
Day to day, I still see this happening.
One way or another.
One way or another, you just see it.
Yeah. Do share. Now I'm interested.
Okay. I do have an ex girlfriend who is a bit violent, abusive.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a big no. Yeah, that's a big no. Then here and there I hear like, wow, she's still like is quite physically maybe like, previously maybe now not so much. Now I don't really hear that much, but previously like after we broke up, the following few years you can still hear like she still like beats like the people she around her.
Wow, that's crazy.
Especially the boyfriend. Wow.
Like even though if the boyfriend like way bigger than her, that kind.
Yeah. Sometimes when but I think because at the end of the day, I feel that especially for sometimes some of these girls, they know that these guys don't beat the girls back. They can sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't retaliate.
Yeah. Unless they go against guys that really will beat them back, then they probably end up in hospital. Then they'll learn a lesson. After that, it even posted a video of like she like smacking the guy like.
On
social media. Wow, that's quite insane.
I was gonna ask you, like, you won't be surprised that one day you see her in the news or something. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't.
Wow, this one literally I can see the bullet flying past Brandon's head.
Yeah.
He Matrix, bro.
Matrix.
Wow. Okay, but this one, I think I'm glad Brandon is having a happy family now.
Yes.
Brandon, what is your next pick?
I feel like this happens to a lot of people on a daily basis, especially on today, Monday. Is when you thought you were going to be late, but you managed to reach on time. Especially that's right. Especially when you wake up, you see your alarm, you're just like, wow, GG, xiao liao. It's going. I confirm today late. Then you fast, you rush. Then you suddenly. End of the day, you
on time.
Everything just nice. You reach the train station. You just nice go into the train. Everything on the bus. You just manage to get it in. Then you reach the office just nice.
Yeah.
8:59. Wow.
8:59. Wow.
It's that kind of day.
That kind of day where everything goes your way. Then you're just like, whew. Usually after that, once you reach on time, right, you sit on the chair. Right, then you like have to take some time to like. Got here. Got it. Most crazy one, right? Is especially when it's on your flights. Or your exam.
I think the reverse is also true. Like when you after work you get home and then like everything like so soon one, like bus come, then train immediately come, then you reach home like 15 minutes or 10 minutes ahead of time.
That's also very shock feeling. But
yeah,
I feel like that is shock feeling, not sign of relief. Yeah, it's not a relief. In the airplane, the person call you, say last call, you're going to miss your flight, then you run like a donkey. Wow. Side note, I paid a very expensive mistake. I missed my flight in Turkey. They didn't call my name. I thought they would. I checked in already. They didn't call my name. I went to eat lunch. Then after that, I missed the flight by 5 minutes. We paid 1.2K to change the flight. To rebook the flight. Yeah.
Bro, you from today onwards, I mean you recently been making it rain a lot.
Making it rain a lot. Thinking that you are late but you reach on time is off the board. Paul, what is your next pick?
Okay, another sigh of relief. This one, I think quite common when you are at work.
Okay.
It's when something bad happens, right? Then your boss want to see this, right? Except you.
Wow! Hey, not involved. Not involved.
It's like when your boss calls out names, right? But your name is not included.
Wow, that's really
this one, Paul really hit the spot on this one. Oh my god.
Not confirm, bro. This one is like, you know.
Like
so I lived through the experience a few times also. So
yeah. Or sometimes, right, you see the boss walk in, right, you know that something wrong already. The face today not right or what, right? Then he just suddenly like, I want to see the A, B, C, D, then never call. Shock sia that one.
Shock. Not involved.
Your name not called, right?
Yeah.
I think like maybe like my previous workplace. So like when someone did a presentation deck, right? Then straight away ask who presented this. Then the secretary will name the names, right? They say, these 4 people, okay, come. Then I was so close to joining the team. Or something like that, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what is your next pick?
Wow, this one also a bit tough. But I think I will save this for later. I will still keep it within the everyday corporate life. Okay. Send an email, right? And then you remember to attach the file.
Wow.
Sometimes, especially when you send to the boss, right? Then you forget to attach the file.
You thought you forget, but actually you attached.
You thought you forget, but when you check, right, then you realize, I sent it.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to attaching files, you know.
Yeah. But so Outlook now they have the
resend button, right?
Resend button. Yeah. Correct. Recall button. Is
right. The person that can already see your previous message.
Yeah.
So the damage done already, bro.
Damage done. But I said, especially if in your message, right, you word that you have attached something, right? Sometimes Outlook will prompt you say, do you forget to attach anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now that's
the new Outlook, right?
Yeah, the Outlook. Then you just like, wow, yes.
Wow, you see, lifesaver.
I was part of a secretariat team last time that like had to send mass email and the whole organization sometimes like 1,000 plus people.
Those kinds,
yeah. Then you have to like look through the email. Then sometimes you think like, I checked like 10 things already, but I still miss one thing. Then you check another time, still got something missing. Later you finally send.
It's always like that one. When you yourself doing the checking, right, you always tend to overlook something.
Yeah. Then after your manager will like, you remember to attach this one. Shit. Then you start getting like, I have to go back. I've got.
Yeah.
Brandon, what is your third pick?
I've seen this quite a few times with my friends, right? It's when you thought your girlfriend is pregnant, right? When they miss when they miss the period, I tell you. Then you go to buy the test, you go for all the, then you go there thinking, wow, you see your life flash before you, you're just like, wow.
When her period like 3 weeks away, that kind of. You need to wait, the 3 weeks. We call it a pregnant pause.
Pregnant pause. They tell you like I'm really like a few weeks late. Then you're just like,
you habis,
bro. Then you're like thinking in your mind, wow, how?
You start to how to tell your parents.
You start to like think, wow, how? Then like thinking like, how to afford? Wow. Then like how to
whether you're ready to be a father.
Yeah. Then you're thinking like, no. I think the important is thinking how you gonna explain to your not just your parents. The worst one is her parents. Wow.
Yeah.
GG, bro.
I think the worst, right, is that sometimes the girl also don't know what to do. Then like you are the man in the relationship, right? You have to like sort of like how to say like I have to be responsible now.
You must think. Yeah, they're breaking down already. They're crying. They're thinking, what are we going to do? And I said, never mind. We take the test first. When they being over,
I trust.
Please.
Not so lucky one.
I think like Brandon said, this is something that happens. I think quite often when we are younger age, people around us. I think you see a lot in shows also. Yeah. Now so much so that I think even 7-Eleven is selling pregnancy kits.
Yes.
Yeah. They must make it available.
Accessible. And I'm telling you, it's crazy because like we all the times that we actually took a pregnancy kit, we order on Grab from the 7-Eleven. Because we
go comes to you in a like black envelope kind of.
No lah.
No.
It's the Grab bag. We order through Grab. Yeah. Then we always text them. Everything else is not important, but please make sure the pregnancy kit is here because you cannot just order a pregnancy kit, ma.
You gotta order some chips.
Yeah, order some cheese, order some chocolate.
Okay.
If you check everything comes right, then the pregnancy kit is not there. Then you just like, wow, this is obviously rather.
Finding out your girlfriend is not pregnant is a really, really big sigh of relief. I have back-to-back picks. I'm going to pick a simple pick to me lah.
Okay.
You get to shelter and then it starts raining.
That was my pick, yeah.
Yeah, that's really
mine was when you leave the premise, right? Then it starts to rain. So like I think last year I went to watch F1, right? Then One Republic were playing. So I left halfway after Secrets. Then like boring already, then we leave. Then like the moment we reached the Promenade MRT, right? Heavy rain, bro.
Wow, heng.
How do you say like sometimes like you see the sky dark, right? Then you're like thinking, should I walk? Should I take a bus? Or should I like gamble and
your ass indoors, bro. Your ass indoors.
So it's really like that kind of like when you get to shelter and you start being like, yes.
That is really sick, yeah. Because honestly, it happens so often in Singapore. As in like when you
all the time.
Yeah, when you get caught in the rain and so that's why when you just really just like wow, reach the shelter, then you right behind you see people totally drenched.
Yeah. My next pick, escaping injury in accident.
Like could have been you, but
yeah. Or let's say you are really in the car, but like you really part of the accident, but you are not injured lah. I think that is a really big sigh of relief lah.
Yeah, for sure.
Car, like,
it's like your life flashed before your eyes.
Yeah.
So this one is not a story of mine. This one is a story of my brother because apparently my brother is in the armor unit last time. Okay, so he drive like tanks and everything. So apparently I don't know whether this commanding officer he pissed someone off or like they just sway lah. The car is small, right? Then I think he was in the tank blind spot. Then the tank driver didn't like check his back before he started reversing. The car really reversed the tank really reversed and then crushed the car so much, right? That he literally saw the tank like in front of him. Then he really felt that his life like flashed before you. Yeah. And then in a very cruel joke, when he was posted out, right, the command team actually found somebody to do a statue or replica of the thing of the what happened and then the crossroads and everything, and then say, hey, this is your your posting out present. Yeah. So I tell you sometimes in accidents, right, it's not your fault also, but the thing just come, and then I think one of the luckiest or like biggest sigh of relief is that if you can escape like uninjured or what. Okay, so that is my fourth pick. Brandon, what is your fourth pick?
For me, right? Okay, this now thank God now I don't do this as often, but when you tell a lie, right, and you almost get caught, right, but in the end you didn't. Or when you tell a lie and it managed to go through, especially when you lie, right? You're just like, yes. Hang on, don't ask me.
He's a mischievous boy.
You
first one to get a girlfriend pregnant, then
no. My results haven't come back yet.
Today got remedial.
You will remedial? Yeah.
Then you go watch movie. Then I need to stay back. I got remedial.
Yeah, I got remedial. What remedial? You just like maths
last remedial.
Actually, this one can also happen in work, ma. Sometimes when your boss asks you things, then you like start smoking like,
yeah.
That thing actually happened. Like, Brandon, you say you used to do this a lot when you were young.
As a younger lie to parents a lot more, ma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now cannot.
Understandable.
Yeah. Now it's white lie. Now white lie I tell my son, that's all. Tell him that go bathe. Police if you don't come out of the shower, the police come and catch you. Naughty police catch you, standard.
Paul, what are your last two picks?
You run for the bus, right?
Oh.
And then you make it.
Wow.
And then when you check the next bus, the bus time, next one is like 18 minutes.
18 minutes. Wow. More than 15 minutes. Wow. That's a really damn big hang moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't even see it as a win. It's more of like a hang.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the few minutes makes a big difference.
I think that's another one from my big hangs.
Big hangs.
Yeah.
What is your last pick, Paul?
Okay, my last one is when you watch sports, right? the opponent score offside goal.
Hey,
Oh. Okay.
Offside.
Wow, this one.
Yeah, so especially when it's like a tight game, right? Let's say Man U Liverpool or something. Then when let's say like Liverpool score offside goal, right? Yeah, wow, heng is disallowed. Yeah, say when your opponent score disallowed goal.
Yeah. Actually, now with the VAR, it's like really
they prolong the suspense.
Everybody just waiting. Yeah,
they really prolong the suspense. You know, especially when the game is very, very, very tight.
Important game also. Some of the like finals, semi-finals, all this. I think this is one of the rare few drafts that the description will be very innovative. Brandon, what is your last pick?
Actually, Gio, just now your pick about about the car accident one is what? What was the exact words?
Escaping injury in an accident.
Escaping injury in an accident.
It's really a close call.
Close call. Okay. What I wanted to pick, what I picked was that almost getting into an accident, but I feel like it's too close. It's a bit too close. One of the biggest signs of relief the signs of relief, right, is when your baby is born like completely healthy. Especially when the doctors got that. Especially cases especially cases where people like have miscarriage before, or like the doctor told them that actually there's a chance of some issues. Then when your baby is born and they're healthy, right, then you're just like, wow, thank you. It's always like, wow, please, thank you, Jesus. The first thing is like, 10 toes, 10 fingers, breathing. Can. This.
I think out of the three of us, only Brandon has experienced his wife's childbirth. So I think that am I right to assume that I think even though sometimes the baby is healthy and everything, you still like worry that what if or the thing.
In your mind you just replay it over and over again. Especially like
something you cannot control.
You can't control, correct. And the worst part is you have 9 months while it's growing, right, to worry. Because the thing is, especially when you go through different tests, and they tell you, oh, this is actually a bit alarming, or this may cause problems with this. Then you just like, wow, what if really got problem? What if really got this? Especially for people who actually like, the really sad thing is like people who got miscarriage before. Wow, it's totally like pressurizing
the trauma
on their mind. It's like every day they praying, please don't let this be anything happen. Like, then after when you finally give birth, then you just like,
to link back to last week's draft, all the mother like everyone like to say like, hey, I went through a lot of hardship to have you, Then you my last pick, I'll pick something simple. When your problem at work solves itself.
Why?
Hey, that's a good one, man.
That's a very, very good one. This is really
problem solves itself.
I don't know how to.
It's like a miracle happening on its own.
I don't know how to tell you all this, but I don't know how to tell you all this, but sometimes, right, at work, I do tend to procrastinate a bit. Like sometimes the problem come, right, I won't solve it first. Because sometimes if you leave the problem for 1-2 days, right, sometimes it does solve itself. Like either the boss takes it off your plate, or somebody will have done the work for you. I don't know how to explain this. It just happened.
That's great.
That's great.
That's really one of the great feelings. Just like, wow, somehow or another, a miracle is working on its own.
But sometimes it's also like you get a bit too busy, then you like put it aside lah. Or you forget about it. I've forgotten about it. Then the thing just solves itself. Like, oh, okay. Then sometimes people even thank you for it. You're like, huh?
You're welcome.
Okay, so to read off the teams, Paul, your team is learning that your O-level results is good enough for you. When something bad happens and the boss calls everybody but you, thinking that you have attached the attachment to the email before sending it out. No. Thinking that you did not attach the attachment before sending out the email, only to learn that you have did so. You run after the bus and got on it, only to learn that the next bus is 20 minutes later. And then the last week, learning that your opponent scored an offside goal against your own team in a tight game. Brandon's team, when you lose something important but found it, okay, thought you were late but you're on time, okay, finding out that your girlfriend is not pregnant. Okay. When you constantly lie but don't get caught, and then when your baby is born healthy. Okay, my theme is your health check came back good. Realizing that your ex is screwing up somebody else's life now. When you get to the shelter before and it starts to rain. Escaping injury in an accident, and when your work problem solves itself. Okay. Are there any honorable mentions?
I think that's about it. Other than the near death experiences, or like when you're driving, then you almost Final Destination.
Yep.
I wanted to say like, or when you forget your house keys, but then I think it's the same as when you forget something, but then you found it.
And I have a few. Then I'll read it out.
Okay, man.
When you see someone screw up the task that was meant for you.
Hey.
Okay. The other one is when you miss lunch, but everybody that had lunch had stomachache.
Oh.
When you go to your favorite food store for lunch, but there is no queue.
Wow.
Yeah, and the last one is when you learn that the MRT is not crowded. Not crowded.
Not
that crowded lah. Like you can board the MRT lah. So if you all had to choose one team that is not yours, whose team will you choose?
I'll choose Jin Yong.
Yeah, choose Brandon's team.
Actually, I'll choose Brandon's one. I think the finding our girlfriend is not pregnant. That one too powerful already.
But that one hard carry.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
that is like the big major shocker for most guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because like the baby, if it's really a baby, right? Wow.
It's good luck. It's just life changing.
You cannot afford the pregnancy test kit. How do you afford the baby?
Oh, I think that is the slogan of the episode. Like, I can't even afford a test kit. Like, how can I afford a baby?
Yeah, it's not cheap, bro.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Like $20.
Yeah. So the more expensive one can go up to like $50.
Like you want the more accurate one, right?
The more accurate, yeah. I don't know how they brand it. I don't know in what way it's more accurate, but they always brand it like there's different tiers of the stupid pregnancy test.
Okay, so that's for our episode. Alright, that was our Size of Relief draft. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to like and subscribe. If the episode comes out every Friday. By the meantime, if you're into football kaki, the football kaki that drops every Wednesday with Paul here, and our Coffee Bro show with all of us here, we talk about fun and trivial topics every Monday. Now, if you want to vote for which team you think drafted the best, you can head to our Instagram every Friday at 12 p.m. to vote. But remember that the voting closes next day on Saturday at 12 p.m. as well. So please head to our Instagram and go and vote. Now, we hope that everyone is enjoying their day and don't need to have any sigh of relief. But remember,
keep warm. Because there's a draft coming.
Hey, all you boys out there, I gotta think twice before you do the naughty.